I got that, I don't know if anybody sent anything in. Doesn't have where everybody signed up.
Well, it's up here.
Send them where. Is it? Well, yes, sir.
Alright,
Was somebody that requested?
No.
you good? Good morning, welcome to Tyler County Commissioners Court. It's Monday morning, 9 a.m., September 9th, 2024. This is a public hearing notice and hearing here on the 2025 budget hearing for Tyler County. And also, we're here to talk about records archive plan for the Tyler County Clerk's Office. All right, do we want to get into the budget? You got your folders there, everybody's got their budget folder. This is our final budget.
If there's a, you find something wrong with it, I'll fix it. So I'll work on all of it and make sure it's right. Yeah, it works. Well, I don't know. There's no motion.
Then as we review the budget,
Okay, we'll bring up one thing, that I did change. I didn't change any colors in the window. On fund 89, there was a line item for hospitalization that general fund funds the nutrition center budget. So I took that out of there because we pay everything that's the general fund expense out of our health care, the general expense, our life insurance, our medical insurance. So I did take that off for that, from the one that we have. Yeah, the department that was giving me the blues has an official sitting next to me. Because of that, still 22 money, but
Yeah, he is the head that wears the crown.
I'm sorry. So what we did, if you look at, because when I report the money to the state that we received and that we used.
what page is this?
So page 17, you see the sheriff's department budget. That money that you see here for salaries is strictly county funds. If you go to page 19, and you'll see sheriff's department toward kind of the bottom of the page, just above debt service. You see the 350,000 that the sheriff got and the 175,000 that the district attorney got. So that extra money on the deputy's salary, the county's portion is taken out of the county fund number, and the Senate Bill 22 is taken out of that number. So that in the event it goes away, we know what we're obligated to pay.
Okay.
Now, they say it's not going to work.
Everyone I've talked to says it's
We know
not.
what, we know what they say, but
Yeah.
and what they do might not be the
Don't put out some for the mandate.
same.
Well, and I'm going to tell you how they're trying to recoup and make sure that it doesn't go away, is those valuations that went up. You know, they said they had plenty of money in the rainy day fund, but if they don't keep replenishing it, somehow, it's gonna just be depleted. And they go around other ways to.
Well, if they do, they don't have auditors. They're gonna be auditors.
I will be retired.
They're gonna have so many.
I will be retired.
tell you, gentlemen, I've had lunch with the lieutenant governor, this is not going away, so don't be sweating.
I'm not saying it's going away, but something else is not gonna let me keep it.
Oh, yeah, because they are talking about these local 22 funds, more money being allotted to it. Where's the money for?
Like I said, I will be retired in that
Exactly.
In all over America, I mean, they're seeing more and more of a shortage of police officers all over America. So that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to do whatever they can to try to get more police officers. And try to get the budget to get them. The starting pay of DPS has probably rose 40% in the last, 7 years? Starting salary? Yeah.
Easily.
And that's outrageous. I think the starting DPS rate in the academy, and that's about $75,000. It's going straight to the academy. Maybe a little bit more than that. Is there any questions or anything on the budget here? Anybody see anything? Well,
I'm sure everything else in the office, so I can
I got, all right, so,
put it on the top. Today.
with the cost of living, we did a kind of a cost analysis there. I know I had Jackie do one for me, and the cost of living within this last year, through a lot of things, it went up almost 7.5%. So, for us, for a budget that ended up going up just a little bit, and I would say, it's still quite a bit. But with everything, the prices of everything going up, that's what's crazy.
If you look at page 8.
Hey, James.
Oh, well, then the woman that I Concerning question, but anyway, this is this rate that you're seeing on this page is general fund and road and bridge as a debt in that rate.
Okay.
So it's the county-wide levels of what the evaluation was that particular year to fund the budgets, and then the tax rate that we use for general and road and bridge, put together. So don't think about, I don't remember that rate was, you gotta add both of them together. And that tells you what we actually have collected, so you can see how everything is slowly, went up.
but the hospital's not added.
No, no, there's gonna be a,
Right.
even though y'all set the rate. So that could be in it. Long as you leave it alone, we don't put it in.
Leave your money alone.
So I guess what I'm trying to say on that, if somebody decides, you can't multiply the rate comes back and it's that, because this is actual collection.
Yeah.
It's not what you're supposed to do.
Anyone got any questions? Anybody on the district board here?
It's a lot to look at.
It is.
And to find a mistake, I'm still working if I was.
If you look at page 7, it gives the breakdown of general fund and all the components that are used for each, rate that we did.
I'm glad that we break it down there for the over 65 and the under 65.
You look at 2017, 2018.
Taking on all weekend. Something definitely in the air.
But it feels good.
You know, like we had before, we had to look at the sales tax.
Yeah.
We got an offset.
It would be.
Of the property tax.
The sales tax does actually affect the property. I mean, it does affect the calculation.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
50 cents.
I don't know what the percentage is. I know we get 5% of the auto and roads. And it's not much as far as vehicle registration. But we do, when I'm calculating the taxes, I have to go to Comptroller's website, look how much percentage we get of sales tax for that year. So it does affect the calculation.
We were talking about looking into, a possible sales tax, which would be it would be the other half of the penny that we already collect through the county. And just to see if we could use that to offset property taxes.
Oh, like the city does.
Like the city, we would offset property taxes with that. And that'd be something the court could look at to be able to put in, that we would offset any money that was taken up from that half-cent sales tax. We would offset citizens in Tyler County, we would offset their property tax with that money. that was taken up.
And your reason for wanting to do that is sales tax affects everybody,
Everybody,
not just property.
that's people that's driving through Tyler County, they're buying stuff at Walmart, they're buying stuff at Jack in the Box, they're buying stuff at McDonald's.
I know our
All these
ESCs are starting to do that. They aren't driving as much because you also have little mom and pop businesses, Avon, we'll just use that as an example, those kind of things that have to charge sales tax, that, that they get money for that through ESCs.
Something else,
Yes.
I think, actually, Madam Treasurer probably, I think she had brought it up, about the hotel tax and different things. That's something else that we can look into,
Well, I did look into the hotel
Did you?
tax. We are not doing, our county is not doing it.
big enough to do it.
Yeah, I looked at, there's some stuff in there like number 19.
Yeah.
If your county touches the Natchez River
Yeah,
or something like that.
yeah, it's all
you can.
kinds of,
You can.
Oh, you can?
you can, but there's something else you have to follow with that counteracted it when I was looking at it. And I contacted the state comptroller and the TNT Truth and Taxation person, and they said that at this point, because of our, how many residents we have, it has to go with that also. I don't know, maybe something y'all can find that I could not, but the way they told me, we did not qualify for it at this point in time. But now, I will tell you this though, the hotels and stuff in our town, they do collect for, occupancy tax.
And, but the money goes to the city, correct?
Probably, yeah, because it's in the city limits, you're correct.
I know that there's a lot, that anywhere you go to a hotel,
Yeah,
they've all got, someone's got city hotel tax, and then they got county, hotel tax, and then they got, different ones.
well, it's like the alcohol, we collect, a small fee for selling alcohol, it's like a $60 fee. And it's not even it's very little, I mean, it needs to be more.
Which that will go up if, that was, if if it was out, because the city gets most of the alcohol tax as well,
Yeah.
if I understand correct,
Yeah, we do.
because it's right here in the city, so. Any other discussion? Was there anyone that signed up for any public comments or anything, you know?
I can have it, they could contact y'all or email.
Ben, it looks like the weather's gonna be good so far. Yeah, I'm watching it. Or the air show,
I'm watching.
it's good so far.
Sheriff, do you know of any, about, I know you don't have any exact numbers, but we had a good bit of a rise this year in inmates, correct?
Correct, we did.
So next year,
Currently still do.
Huh?
Yeah, currently still do.
and next year, that's something that we may need to really start to look at and some different things.
Yeah, what number, you know, not really.
The outside housing, we're right about 20 right now, for the housing outside the Boone, in the state of Louisiana and in Jasper. And then currently, we're at max right now. We stayed at max since, I don't know, we had crimes everywhere. Crime is everywhere.
The sad thing is, the worst, the economy gets the worst, it's gonna get.
The drive-through, I mean,
The
the ITM.
ITU, they tried to,
I saw that.
do a protocol or something.
Where's that at? Oh, yeah.
These guys are out doing a good job. We'll be in a little better shape next year. We'll get 2 out of the academy. And, you know, we make a lot of the 22 in the salaries. If it wasn't that, I don't know what we'd do.
You
We'll
wouldn't
get
have
back
that.
to a mom and pop shop and things would be really dangerous. Thankful to have that. Anything we can get to help that. The judge, know, you make a great point. These, crowd's not gonna go down. Care where you live.
You know,
There's no increase. Bad people everywhere.
that's something definitely with the outside sourcing of inmates was something that the county's definitely gonna have to take a look at every year, because the more that rises, the more money we're gonna be spending on the outside, so that's something that we're gonna have to be looking at, and
Yeah. Project to the future.
yes. The cost of that has risen so much, you know, because we were paying $45 an inmate here just 2 years ago, wasn't we?
Yeah, I think when I first started out, we were back in 2013, we were like around $35 a day.
Yeah.
And now you're looking at a minimum of 60.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a seller's market.
Definitely is.
Judge, can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
Doug, you may be right, I just looked at this, and this is not, I wanna check on it again, because that's not what they told me. But it does say in the tax code, county with a population of 22,000 or less that borders the nature's river and in which there is located a national preserve. That, I don't know, maybe this is an updated version, I don't know. But that is not what they told me when I called them. But I will check into it, it's in, on hotel occupancy tax.
Well, it's not the first time that the state doing anything.
I know, and I even looked at this, and they went down the thing and said, no, that's not correct.
Well, because in the beginning with the Senate Bill 22 money,
Uh-huh.
you know, they said, on the district attorney, you know, would supplement, you know, an assistant, a crime victims coordinator, supplement their salary and an investigator. When we were at the auditor's conference, they had a person from the comptroller's office that stood and told us that paragraph said, a investigator, or an investigator, meaning one.
Yes.
You know, it was the word and or a, and they said that only meant one, it couldn't, so I mean, the whole room of auditors erupted because people had already set the budget for them based on what we were told the first time, and it so got away with the speaker that she finally said, well, y'all just need to call the comptroller's office. I said, you are the comptroller's office, and you don't know that.
Yeah, and that's what I did, I called.
So we all emailed, several of us emailed the person that is our contact and said this, and I sniffed it. And I said, this is what was told in my conference yesterday, that it means one person. And I said, we have more than one assistant district attorney. So your person said only one person did the Senate Bill 22. And they responded back and said that is incorrect based on what they've all seen. And I just said, well, you want to do mine. I mean, that drove me nuts because, you know, ours is small, we only have two, but the bigger counties have more than that. And then you got to pick which one's going to get the increase.
Well, I know anytime I'm giving the same on hold, first off, you sit on hold for hours. And then when you finally get somebody, then they get somebody informed, and they're talking to you.
Well, there you go.
And I've taken to reading these things, but I don't remember this, and I don't remember seeing it. I'm wondering if this is updated version. But it says it's been since 1993, legislative session, 1993. I'm wondering if
That's
they
what I'm
had
saying.
something, if they had something incorrect in here and they fixed it. Because I printed it out, I was still looking at my print.
Yeah, that really caused that floor in that class. And I know that person was wanting to drop to the floor, but we were saying, that's not what we were told.
Yeah.
That's not.
Well, this is my
But I know I called you, did too.
But that's it, but that's.
Well, you just forwarded something from your person that you thought from this association, but that's what I'm saying.
Not just a pretty face, James, not just a pretty face. Remember that.
I think that was watching those things.
We're not gonna contest to that, so.
Thank you, James. I appreciate it. That's what I.
Yeah.
What I.
know what it is?
Anyone got anything? Oh, yeah, we can go over to the Tyler County Clerk Annual Archive Appointment.
We're still having books redone, so that's what we're on that. Still working on it.
I think what I see on this is actually the same amount,
Yes.
$10. For the records archive.
Continue.
Yeah, it's just pretty costly.
A lot of bad books.
It was over at 1883, I think, so, yeah, 1800. Or maybe about-
This one goes back to the 1800 budgets. That was Red Cross one, organizing over 1,000 bucks a month.
It's interesting to read some of that stuff.
Well, it was what was something like the time of this, now we have.
Then we used to have people that lived on the county roads had to maintain the road for a year. But they had a certain family had to request what they needed from the county to do it. And they were in charge to do it. It's come a long way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, some people think they got it bad now.
Yeah, the road and the town line, we deal with dirt.
Yep. Has anyone got any questions here on the Tyler County Clerk Annual Archive Appointment? That's $10.
Our fee is charged
For our,
for
document.
documents. It's not taken out of the general fund.
Yeah. So I'll back up.
$10 fee they charge. Letter.
There's quite a few of them too. Is that not something that can be done in district court, too? That we can charge an extra fee? Where we can do that?
So there's a $10 fee in there that you can take it, but I've been told that Melissa took that as a payment for one of her employees. And, it's supposed to be, it's an R&P for the district clerk is what it's supposed to be. But I don't see it on here, but that would make what I heard.
That's what I read on here.
Yeah, so, but I may want, and I don't want to speak about it this year, but I may want to reschedule that or talk about that next year. I may want to, but I just feel like I need to be saving something, you know, along with, like Donnie says, I would like to see that in my budget. So this year I don't have the brain power to do it, but hopefully next year I will. It's too in depth, it's too much checking into that I have to do before I bring it before you y'all.
And this one, this code here says it can only be used for the county clerk, is what it says here.
But it's also that way for the district clerk. The district clerk is supposed to be doing
Yeah,
that.
that's what it said.
And only the district clerk can use that money.
And I know that would, if we could get that put in play, you know, because that's they spent quite a bit of money
Well,
trying
and
to get
you have also made some, suggestions about how we can get more, maybe one of our passport fees or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
But I just want to have everything together and then we'll be able to discuss that.
that. And that's something that me and you can sit down and go over and we can look at and
Yes.
see for next year. 'Cause that's something that definitely could do. I know we have a lot lower fee than what most counties do for their
Yeah.
passport fees, don't they?
Oh, I don't know, and that's what I'm saying, I need to check around and see what some of my neighboring district clerks may be doing, I think. So,
Yeah.
And that's one thing that people don't realize, if you get fined or something, or you have to pay a filing fee, they think the county keeps all the money. But that fee is made up of all these little fees that they're collecting in behalf of the state, but I just send quarterly to the state. And they thought that e-file was gonna be a good thing, because when it first started out, they could e-file it electronically, or they could still walk in. Well, then they changed it, that everything had to be e-file. Then they decided, we're gonna get our money off the top, instead of having to send it to us. Well, all that did was create a bunch of weeds, because you still have people, I mean, it's ridiculous that our law office at the corner can't walk and file in with all these, it's gotta be scanned in an email, an e-file. And then they have to review it before they bring it over to their side. But $137 went to the state. Well, when they first started that, the state wasn't ready for it. So we got a bunch of their money, and then we were trying to figure out, it didn't happen on her, but on Bonis's. It was a lot of people, a lot of that money that was state money that came to us, but it was supposed to be effective that January, that we wouldn't be having to send it. We would be getting to keep our portion, and the state would directly to their portions. Well, it hasn't been the easy thing I thought it was gonna be, because, see, I still have that option on the report, so if somebody does walk in, because you really can't refuse it. They walk it in, I still have to report to the state, so,
and that's not to mention, you also have to keep up with the prior system. The prior system still throws out, if someone comes in and pays on another case, that money went somewhere else too. And so, not only does she gotta do that, but then she's trying to do the new system as well. It's not as complicated as what the old system was, because the old system was broken down in all kind of groups. But, you know, that creates an nightmare on that, because you still have to keep up with those old fees, because they're still being collected. And they
yeah,
don't
and
go
those,
to
in
the
this
system.
last before legislation, that they repealed a bunch of the fees to let the county keep the money. Okay, but if you were fined or assessed that fee, and it was in place, it was in law, then you can't just do away with that fund. You have to keep it open, because we've got people, you know, that have been paying all their fines and courthouse for 10 years. And, you know, when one of those old ones comes up, it just, it makes it.
Those codes.
So now, instead of just having one report that I send on state cost and criminal, I have the state cost criminal fee report, and then I have a report that's called repealed fees and fines. So it didn't really do anything to help us as far as reporting. I mean, I'm having to report it two different ways now. Until you get further enough down, that they finally all go away, but, I mean,
They're getting smaller and smaller, but they're first they were, it was big. But it's not, they're getting smaller to get away, further away from.
and what makes it hard is, we had a judicial education fee, and then there was another judicial probate fee. So one was civil and one was criminal, but the state labeled them the same thing. So you had to go actually look and see what the fee was to figure out which one it really was. Is that civil fee report? Oh, I hate it. Or, because it balances out the first time. You see, this new thing, I went e-filing, so when Renee and Donnie's give me their little report to fill out the quarterly report, if you look at the total at the bottom of that report, it looks like they collected a ton of money. But they didn't. What I have to look at is if the receipt number says 0000, that means that much went directly to the state. So I have to take the total at the bottom and less out what the state got to see what we actually physically collected in the county.
And that's people that walked in.
Yeah.
That's just people that walked in, you know, with my process horses and stuff. They, you know, do pay with cash or a check or something like that. It don't automatically go to the state, she has to work.
Response. No, I haven't. Just to read it over, I don't want
So Renee, do you collect the fee right now for the record manager?
I'm supposed to, but it doesn't show up. But the reason why I don't think it shows up is because Melissa took it as salary for a person she hired. That's my theory. I don't know that to be true, but as far as my RMP, I don't have one, or I don't see one.
It says in 2005,
Of record prior to
yeah, burn records,
that.
right.
It says full-time employee position budgeted this month, continue indexing the records prior to 1978. And digitization of records prior to 2000.
And Melissa was on at the time, but Melissa was only taking $5. I don't know why she didn't go for the whole 2
Yeah.
but she just took the 5. But like I said, I took discussion that I want to have with the judge about rearranging that. That's something that needs to be there. And I had ideas on,
I won't put that in.
Yeah, it looks like you can go up to 10.
yeah, you can. But the state also repealed a lot of my stuff, or lessened it. Like when I was doing the jury fee, I was getting $40 for plaintiff and defendant pay. Now, the plaintiff pays a $10 fee, and then if someone else wants it, they get $10. And so, you know, so my prices have lessened, so that's why it's not, you know, I was sort of bored when I say that. I mean, when I first took office, you know, I couldn't find the records management. We had a state appropriation fund at one time, and there was some money in it, but that was it. That's all that I had. And so when I looked for it, because I really wanted to do the records, the, you know, preservation, and y'all had just went overboard with helping. So I'm beyond thankful to say the least, because I know some district clerks, their commissioners just laugh at them. And, so, I had no complaints about that, so. I've been able to do what I need to do, and so.
Do we have any other questions about anything?
I don't.
Do we have any in the public that you want to see if anybody in here? We didn't have any public comments. Anything else in the court today? All right. Need a motion to adjourn this, public hearing?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say. All right, thank you very much.
I just sent you the
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Motion